So, Fall Guys. Yes, the very funny bean game is now currently in like a rapidly changing state as of recent. But to figure out why, we need to dive deep. Today I want to dive into something. About SS4, the final season of Fall Guys. The last ever season will most likely get a Fall Guys unless the Fall Guys decides to change their mind. Even still, I think dead set this new no season, more consistent update thing. Hopefully it'll work out good. I mean, things have been going pretty well in the first couple months or so of that new change. But during SS4, let's just rewind back to it's April of early this year. Man, it feels like so long ago since when creative was announced. But yeah, this was hype. Mainly the announcement of creative and all that stuff. People were excited, including me. I was really excited for creative mode too. And again, SS3 was already a pretty mid-season, wasn't that good, and people didn't really like it. So people were ecstatic to get out of SS3 and move on to a brand new Fall Guys season, SS4. That creative presentation thing, that was a pretty cool presentation. It was there's so much new stuff revealed. Just about the season, just about the game in general. There was stuff like the new Fame Pass system, which people are pretty interested in, including myself. The new how it's gonna be fan passes that are shorter, but they only last for about a month or so. And then of course there's a big creative reveal, more about how it works, and people really like this again. It's definitely probably the best part of the presentation. Not gonna lie. But then things are getting a bit cautious. There's a new level system. People are excited because it teased out was 50 levels were coming this season. 50 levels. But the only thing is though about these levels though. So, while people were hyped about those 50 levels, there's two main things. One, the levels wouldn't be like normal Fall Guys levels. They'd mainly all just be races made in creative. And only 25 levels, it's 20, yeah, sorry, 20 levels were only going to be able to start, with more coming later throughout the season. Which caused a little bit of controversy because people were worried, including myself, about the quantity over quality level, especially since again these were made in creative limited obstacles and limited budget. But people were still pretty excited. But they ended up being disappointed anyway because the creative levels, most of them weren't exactly that great, but we'll get into that later. Yes, SS4 was quite an interesting bag. Again, probably the most interesting season. It was fun, had its flaws, it was also very important. All those which we'll get into later. In today's retrospective, I will go over the history of SS4 and the positives and negatives of it to determine my final thoughts on the season, as well as to describe how important the season was with the uncertain future of Fall Guys coming up. Let's get started, because this will take a while. Now, I think we should probably start off with the positives. Because again, who doesn't love starting things off with a nice positive light thing? Yeah. So first I just want to say the theme was very cool. That's starting off with just a theme. The concept of least was pretty cool. Again, it was digital. Yeah, it was digital retro theme. Didn't really match. Sort of matched with creative. Could have maybe been a bit better theming. I was really hoping for a factory theme for some reason. I don't know why. But I think a factory theme would have been really cool, especially with creative. You build your own levels. I don't know. But I think factory themes still would have been pretty cool, even though new themes is get pretty weird with the. Yeah, well, it's a discussion for some other time, but how the way new themes are going to be implemented into Fall Guys into the future is going to be a bit weird, but anyways. Yeah, even though the background didn't really look that good, the background, it was just this blue-pink, blur, which is some background and stuff again. Well, it did look nice, it just felt off. It didn't really feel like a Fall Guys thing, it just felt kind of off. The background, again, the theme was still cool, all the obstacles and stuff. Nicely retro theme again, hey, the retro aesthetic was really nice. I really like that fact. Alright, now the next thing I want to mention is I want to go over the new Fame Pass system. Now, the new Fame Pass system is actually pretty nice. It might be even better than the original Season Pass. So, yeah. So, the Fame Pass system, again, was So, normally it's 40 base core reward levels, along with some extra bonus rewards involving costume alts and crown shards most of the time, for a total of 120 tiers. Although recent Fame Passes have gone the Final Fantasy Fame Pass has gone 100 tiers, and I think the most recent Halloween Fame Pass has gone to about 160 tiers. But like I feel like overall it's like 120 tiers in total, like 40 core rewards, like 60 bonus rewards, pretty much. Like at least like the core, like like stuff. Like, I don't know how to describe it really, but like honestly, this Fame Pass game is not that bad. Actually, with like the new era of the game going forward, this fits it a whole lot. And like honestly, again, just like is still a really cool system. I don't know why. I just like it. And for some reason, I don't know. Just it feels like it doesn't like differ too much from the original season pass, but like, it's like enough. Or like I don't know. Just like I can just kind of dig it, especially with like like shorter run times and like all that stuff. They are pretty hard to like fully complete. Like I feel like the only pass the only pass I've fully completed is Fame Pass 2 with like the Synthwave Box. This is a tier 120 reward. I might be able to do the Halloween Fame Pass, but I don't think I'm anywhere close to doing that. I'm pretty much going to give up and get tier 160 because that's going to take a while. A lot of them been spreading, but still. And still, yeah, just, like the Fame Passes are just like really nice. I don't know. The rewards are pretty solid. It's just that I wish maybe there was like some more like some. Again, I'll dive into it a little later when I go over to like the negatives of the season, but like the variety of awards is like very weird, like in like certain Fame Pass stuff. But honestly, it's a pretty solid system. Again, like usual ranking stuff. It kind of goes back to like harkens like to the original first 3 season passes in Fall Guys, like Legacy Season 1 to Legacy Season 3, because those were only 40 tiers, I'm pretty sure. And then I think Legacy Season 4 changed it from 50, and then like so on, like increasing the amount of tiers. But yeah, there's a new Fame Pass system, which is like very nice, just like a nice change of pace. And I'll probably get used to it eventually, but like still, this might be even better than the original season pass, but I don't know. Also, I want to say something. I don't care what anybody says, but Fame Pass 1, that was still a pretty good Fame Pass. Even though it has like one of my least favorite Fall Guys costumes in there, the cutest friend, it sucks on me. But like, it has like a bunch of really good rewards. Like, yeah, it has like 2 of my favorite Fall Guys skins: the Pixel Pigeon and the Cyber Bean. Like really awesome skins. They're also pretty cool as well. It's just like there's like such a goated Fame Pass, even with a few lame rewards, but still. The other Fame Pass is also pretty solid, except for the Final Fantasy one. I didn't really care about that one too much, but even still, it had a few interesting things and neat stuff going towards it. So, yeah. Yeah, overall, I said the new Fame Pass thing was pretty cool. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Just like, really neat system. And nice change of pace from the normal Season Pass format. Alright, now the next thing I want to rant about is the new music for the season. And like each Fall Guys season always has some new music. But again, Fall Guys, in my opinion, has like one of the best video game soundtracks of all time. Like, just like listen to the entire soundtrack, and it's like full of a bunch of bangers. Like, seriously, not a single bad song. And like the few songs that aren't as good as the rest, they're just like pretty good. And like that's about it. That's like there's like a few certain songs that they're still really good again, and just compare to some of the greats. Like there's like a bunch of Fall Guys songs. They're like absolutely banger. And this season again still delivers. And also the Everybody Falls remix, that's like it preceded almost every season at this point, is a pretty good remix. Probably one of my favorite Everybody Falls remixes. It sounds like really cool. Digital style in it. I don't know. Just like fits the season really well. And I really like vibing to it. Beanry Computing and Digifal Guys, I get those confused. I know one of them is like one of the ones like whenever you play like the creative made levels that are new to SS4, like the Ubeantopia ones, and like solo show, I think like there's like one certain song that plays, and then the other I think like plays I think either one plays like Fall Guys levels or just like do like creative creative made Fall Guys levels and stuff. But yeah, those are kind of like again they sound like completely different. Again, just like I get the names confusing, and they're both pretty solid songs, and like nothing like too great. I think they're more like on the lower spectrum. Well, again, like pretty solid songs. I don't mind them. Again, they're pretty fun to listen to. Although I will admit, the one that constantly plays in the media songs made creative levels, it does get a little repetitive, but because I hear it so often. But it's still pretty solid all around. Again, like this, the Fall Guys soundtrack, you can't really go wrong. But I want to say that there is one song in the soundtrack for SS4 that really makes me it's a really good song. Basically, is what I want to say. Crowdstack Overflow. This is what I can remember, the name of the track and the piece with it. I can remember those because it's insanely good. Like it just like goes really well with the digital theme. Like again, it's like the best theming, like with songs out of all the season. This goes really hard, like the beat drop and everything. If you listen to it, you know what I mean. Probably it's probably like a top 10, even maybe top 5 Fall Guys song. Just like really good. Just like go listen to it. Very great Fall Guys song. It just like again kind of helps carry the soundtrack. Not gonna lie too, because yeah. Also, before I move on to my final positive, I want to mention that the harmonic fusion theme for when you're building like creative levels sounds really good. Like it's again, it's like a nice relaxing theme. Just like again, what was I gonna say? I keep forgetting what I'm gonna say. Like it's like a really good song. It like kind of fits with the whole creative construction theme thing, and just like it gets me in the mood to make creative levels for some reason. And whenever I hear that, I'm like feel like the urge to just go in the creative mode tool and just like get something done in there. Yeah. Again, it's like harmonic fusion. It's pretty good. And like I said, the music overall in SS4 pretty solid. Again, it keeps them doing the usual Fall Guys thing of like good music. But yeah. Now let's move on to probably the biggest positive I have to say this season. That positive is the new creative mode, and oh my god, this thing's so good. Honestly, again, this isn't even scripted. Like most of this is like, and I literally just like go on. I can literally go on for like an hour. Like how this is so fun. Like the amount of potential you can unlock. It's like crazy with creatively. Like you getting your own Fall Guys levels, like cool cool challenge levels. And you just like make whatever kind of levels you want. Like awesome. Like the amount of tools. Well, at first it was a bit limited. Now with more updates, now with more tools, it's definitely becoming like more and more robust. Now with like themes, like skybox selectors and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, it's like really awesome. I can literally just go on. I can make a separate video if I wanted to, like talking about how creative mode, how cool it is. Well, there is definitely some negatives about creative mode, which I will go on to later. But I just want to say again, like, just like making levels because I'm playing on Switch. That's where I play Fall Guys most of the time, and that's all of the creative levels I made. Although in the future I do plan to make a couple of creative levels, kind of just like random stuff for my PS4 account. I will watch those out for those because for any creative levels I make, I usually like do level codes like through YouTube Shorts and stuff. So yeah, anyways, but yeah, just like really awesome. Just like making your own creative stuff. It's pretty fun. And really making whatever you want. Just like again, just like your own races is really cool. Just like playing it with friends is awesome. It's just like just like this is like a big massive. This is like the thing that you need to get right and you do well. Well, there is a bunch of other stuff that kind of brings the season down a bit, and why some people don't like it as much as they probably should have. Yeah, it should have been as good, but like still, it's just like amazing creative mode. I really like going even just like again like the tools. Again, it feels like like even on Switch, like making stuff on Switch, just like just feels nice. I don't know. Because again, it feels like everything can be worked on. Like it's always exciting. Like always trying also like new creative tools. Like making like my own like little like level thing, and just like testing on the new stuff is really awesome. And what else was I gonna say about creative? Wait, I'm gonna think. Okay, what else about creative? Again, there's like a bunch of stuff I can go over. Just like more, like the amount of obstacles getting used, like the usual stuff. Like there's like this spinning disc, like actually there's like a lot of like variety of obstacles you can use, like decorations. There could have been more. They're nice. Again, there's like literally just like so much stuff. I could just like rant on forever and ever. Okay, and also before I move on, just like one thing, just like always so cool is playing creative levels. Like even like me talking creative levels, it's at least like a nice feeling to play them. Even though again, they might not be that great, like so I'll touch on that later. But like playing like creator made levels, like cool stuff I can come up with. It's just like crazy again. No matter how much they make me rage, like no matter how much they wow me, it's just like really cool stuff. Again, like not every creator level is gonna be amazing. Like still, like even still, it just has like a certain charm to it that like cannot be matched to a normal Fall Guys level, whether you like it or not. Now that's really all like the glaring positives I have. There are a few other good things I could mention, but like I think I'm gonna bring them up like later on in the video. But yeah, even though like these 4 things they might not seem like much, so considering how they're like big factors of the season, like the core, not like really core, but like big factors. Yeah, like that. I don't know. I'm lost for words. It's like helps it like helps carry it. All right. Now that we've talked over a lot of the positives, now it's time we go over the negative stuff. Now, yeah, again, there are also, this is like a lot of like negatives in this season, and definitely a lot of stuff they got right, but also a lot of stuff they got wrong as well. That kind of ruined the season, or the experience of it for a lot of people. But let's just get into, like all this stuff wrong. Now, there definitely is a lot more like negatives than positives, I would say. The negatives, except for like a couple of them, aren't like really like super like big like impactful like things that kind of like make the season like trash, the worst season ever in my opinion. But like, let's just go over like the negatives. Now, I've alluded to this before, but the new level system. Now, there are multiple levels like I mentioned before, but they're very just like meh. Like, they don't make me feel anything when I play them. Like, they're just like very meh and feel very dry. Like, I feel I have no substance. It's because of like the restriction with like budget and stuff. I'll get into that later. Which makes no sense if there's like a bunch of restrictions for making creative levels. I wish they could have made Unity levels instead. It's just like only like a select few of the levels out out of the 50, only like I would say like 4 or 5 are like actually like pretty solid. I actually would really like play, which is pretty sad. Not gonna lie. And some levels were like really bad. Like there's a couple of like certain levels that would be like the worst levels of Fall Guys just in general. I feel bad for like any people like making them. Like still, I think they did this because I mentioned something about like about how newer level developers can like get more of a feel for the game, like designing levels. But I don't get why they can just do like a different system where they don't have to like make creative levels that are like so restrictive. They're just like fine. Now again, the few good levels, like I said, they definitely actually passed off as like Unity levels if they had some more polish put into them, but like more stuff to do. But yeah, the thing paused a little bit. Yeah, my recording cut out for a second. Oops. Anyways, yeah, what I think I should have done instead of like making like 50 shallow creative levels is that they should have made the usual like 7 or 8 Unity Fall Guys levels, like like the usual like in more variety. That was another issue that I just realized that I forgot to mention is that like there's the levels like this is only just races. They do feel a bit repetitive and even feel even more samey. Also, sorry if you hear any noise in the background. There's some construction, not like construction, but some stuff going on outside. That's why I had to pause really quickly. There's just some like power tool work involved outside. So sorry if you hear any background noise. But anyway, they should make the normal Fall Guys levels, like race, survival, hunts, final, maybe even like a logic or chain thing. I don't know. But then they should have hired those junior level developers to make like 20, 30 creative levels in creative mode, to inspire people on what they could do with creative, and give more variety and content for people, and put in like a separate side show or the discovery tab. Those discovery levels, they could maybe put in there, like a special like separate side show. Heck, maybe they could have even like like how recently Fall Guys had that thing where like for a limited time solo show was like changed to have like 32 people instead of 40. Now maybe they could instead they could have done like a couple like the launch of the season. They could have maybe done for like the first 2 weeks, like those levels were in a solo show, and then just like put in like a separate side show like creative. That I think would have been a perfect system. Again, like allowing like the level developers to do your thing, like inspire people to do what they do creative, because there are some like really cool and creative levels that the Fall Guys dev team made, like Choo Choo Challenge. That was like one of the really good ones. It was like a level based off a train. That one was a pretty awesome level. I enjoyed that one. But yeah. Now let's move on to the next negative I have, which is the fact that you can only share levels through level codes, which is like what the worst, like pretty much like the worst part about Fall Guys creative. It's just like you can only share levels through level codes, like the discovery is just like weird. Yeah. My main gripe is like you can only like share levels through level codes, but like like the discovery is also a bit of a mess as well. That leads into that discussion. So like let's just go over discovery first. So discovery is a bit weird because like the discovery for creative, again, you have to go into like custom shows, so there's like its own thing. And again, there's like a random assortment of levels you can pick out from people. Like again, there's like a good variety, like about like 100 or so of like random levels that people made. More keep getting added, and like you can like insert like people's level codes to play them. like specific levels, and that's about it. That's like all to discovery, which is pretty shallow, and kind of wish you could have expanded it more. But like the fact you can only share levels through level codes is genuinely like I don't know, it just like this feels wrong. Like again, it seems like it can't publish them for like the world to see. It's just that like again, like probably like unless if like something happens, like unless if either one you like make a video or a short about about your like level code thing and like gets a lot of popularity, or two, if your levels like miraculously get picked at the hand of Fall Guys, then you will be able to like share your level codes with most of the world. Just maybe with like a couple of lucky people, and like maybe probably some friends. That's really about it. Like again, like even with my shorts, like again, not really a whole lot of people like play the levels. Even like you get a lot of views. Like I was like many plays on my levels. Well, that leads into a whole other discussion for some other time. Again, like there's a lot of stuff that really leads to like discussions that could go on for like hours at a time. Like anyways, it's just like the fact that like again, like probably like, barely anybody will be able to play by levels. Or like any boy levels. Like let's say like 9-year-old Timmy over here is actually made a really cool and fun like platformer level thing, like based off like one of his favorite video games or something. And it's a really cool like thought out level. It's pretty epic. The only thing is though, you can't use like any social media websites or you can't like he only want to share the level with his friends. And like maybe a couple like just close people like siblings or friends. That's really it. Like you can't show those levels to the world. But like unless it's like again, it's like miraculously lucky, I don't think little Timmy over there wouldn't be able to, show his level out to the world. That's like, it's like not everybody's like levels gonna be like, like played, which is kind of sad. Because again, like there could be some really cool ideas hiding away, or someone that either one doesn't like use the internet too much, or two, like just like like not enough people are paying attention to it. Which is why discovery and like the whole level code system is just a bit wonky. I can understand why they kind of did this to maybe a bit more simplistic, and they did announce that like they were gonna make some improvements for discovery mode and like that roadmap thing they did like a while back. But still, though, that's still like a bit of an issue. Not one of my least favorite parts about creative, just like I don't like it that much, And one thing it is pretty fun, just like playing levels with friends that you've made. Again, I've had like a lot of experiences with some of my friends who play Fall Guys. So, I just like trying out their levels and them trying out mine. But and it is a pretty nice feeling. But even still, like again, just like not just like only like a certain amount of people like that play your level. It's just like it feels like a weird feeling. It's like I don't know. I'll start about my coughing too. For the last couple of weeks, I've been having a cough. I think it's like been present in some of my other videos as well. So just ignore that. I don't think this will go away, but anyways. Yeah. But I wish, one thing, if Fall Guys is watching this somehow, take notes, please. Like, do like a discovery similar to like Super Mario Maker 2. Like, if anybody's play Mario Maker 2, like, they know about the discovery. Like the thing where he like plays through these levels, like, newest level, like, the most popular levels. Like, the search thing where you search for people's levels. And I think just, like, this thing called, like, hot levels or something like that. I still don't know what that means. I've played the game for, like, 2 years now at this point, but like, yeah, there's like some of this, like this thing, like you can play like new levels, like popular levels, like different like varieties of like levels, like and maybe it could be like a feature section, like something similar to like in the show selector, like a bit more in depth. I don't know, just like something like that would make sense. If you don't know about the Super Mario Maker 2 like discovery level feature thing, you could probably just like go find it on YouTube, or, like find some images. It's like really nice, and like there's definitely still a few flaws. Like the search system is pretty weird. Like you can only like search by code. You can't search level by name. You don't have to do like again, like I said, your creator or code. But, like, and again, there are also like a few like UI stuff that probably could be different. But honestly, just like nice discovery system, and Fall Guys maybe should take some notes on like the features of it and put into like a future discovery mode or something that's like better and like allow us to, like publish levels. I mean, technically we still do the level code system for like share levels like personally, or for like a search system and like whatnot. For the people trying to level specifically, that should still be a feature. I'm fine with level codes. Just the fact that you can like only use level codes is the big issue. It's okay for now, but it's just really annoying. But again, hopefully with the search feature, it'll just be better. Now let's move on to the budget. This is probably one of the most universally like acclaimed, like controversial stuff, along with like the new level system. I just think the budget is like just too low. It should be higher. Yeah, like I said, I think like between 1,500 and 3,000, I think would be good. Just like that extra budget, just like help like people like so much. Like the only way to get like extra budget is have to play like the PC like creative expansion pack. That's like the only way. And even still, not everybody can play the PC version. or like and download the mods. So like people that want to make like a big level, you have to either like resort to like heavy budget like butchering, or like just like using the mod. But, like not everybody can do that. So again, budget. They should definitely add more budget. Not much to say because it's just annoying to have just only 1,000 budget. It's just like again, it's not really much to say. This is probably like the most like quickest topic of this video. It's just like Fall Guys just add more budget. And I've heard that like I think the main reason why because they don't want like older end devices like Nintendo Switch and like older like PCs and stuff to like lag because of a lot of stuff. But although a bunch of like creative expansion pack levels with like 2,000, 2,500 budget have been like tested by some people like playing on Switch and like like lower end devices and stuff, and they still seem to run and work fine. So Fall Guys hopefully expand the budget. Well, there have been some more budget improvements with like obstacles costing less budget and stuff, but just like overall budget like improvements, it would just be really nice. Now let's move on to the next topic. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to talk about, like the next topic, like I mentioned, is events. Honestly, the events now are kind of pathetic. They're very disappointing. Like SS1, SS2, and like I think like the first couple of events of SS3 were like really good events. Like again, it's like like a whole lot of variety. Like it's like different like stuff, like different types of events. Like like there's like stuff like I'm thinking imagine like SS2 like the Wormhole Wanderers events, like the collecting events from there. There's like there's like the events from SS1, like all the collab events from there, along with like the Gladiator games thing. There's also like a time attack trials thing, like the opening event for SS3 with the time attack stuff. I remember that being pretty fun. Again, there's like a lot of good events, like really solid events. Like most of the time, pretty good rewards. There was like a couple of like weird, like kind of bad rewards, but like honestly, like I think most of the rewards are pretty solid. And like the challenges are mostly for the part really good. There was like these locked challenge things, which was kind of annoying, but like even still, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, and it was a bit more unique from like other games. Again, it was like events were like really good. Like SS1 events were like peak. There's like always like a new event every week, like something you would go back to. But it's one of the reasons why I love SS1 as my favorite Fall Guys season. There's like so many banger events in SS1. There's like the opening event was pretty awesome. Still remember getting the free for all party pack, one of the very first uppers I've ever gotten. And there's like the original, there's like the ending event, like the satellite repair thing. There's like the original like the what was it called? It's like the Gladiator game, something like that, where you're like the Gladiator skin, like something like that. I can't remember its name. I like started with like a G. I never got it because I sunk the game during that time, but I have the marble idol now, so I guess that kind of makes up for it, which we'll get into a bit later. Bro, the Sonic event too. The Sonic event was like probably still my favorite event, not just because it's Sonic and Sonic is very epic. It's like the event, it was like an entirely brand new level just for this event. It did get added in the social later on, but that's even better because like you have a better chance to like play the level now and just like I was really good, like really good rewards again, just like all around. It's like events, not only events, but it's not like only like rewards and stuff, but all like other stuff again, like the new levels, like stuff in the shop. Just like events were always so good. Like one of the best parts of Fall Guys. But now in like late SS3 and like now in SS4, the events are just not good. Because now they only boil down, so there's like winning solo show, duo show, squad show once and twice, and winning a random side show like like the Hexagon Trials and like Extreme Solo, I think it was like some of them. And you will always just get a free skin, some kudos, and a couple other extra cosmetics like a nickname, a banner, and sometimes like a pattern, I think. It was like the same thing, like it was like three. No, actually, it was like so it was like 2 or 3 SS3. No, 3 SS3 events like this, and then 3 in SS4. And again, there's like all the same thing. It's like mundane. It's like always nice to get the free cosmetics and stuff, but just like still, just more substance. Like in the challenges and the stuff you would do. Just like there's like barely any substance. Like the events in SS4 now are just like, again, no, actually it was okay. Trying to remember, like again, like always remember events. This is like, and also another thing is like events like barely ever happen now. They used to be like once a week in SS1, like every couple weeks in SS2, and then like now in SS3 and SS4, it's just like whenever, like like once or twice a month. Like I think the only like really ever season just I wouldn't call it bad because again you do get like a bunch of free stuff, but like still it's just like it's the same boring thing. The only one I kind of like was the FFA anniversary event, my free for all. The game was okay because that's the one, like I said, my favorite Fall Guys season. I miss it so much. But again, even still the same. They had same foundation as the others. Again, it's just like because free SS1 for free for all was very busting. I could just go on and on about like how SS1 was like so good. Yeah, I should make my own video about that because again, there's like so much good stuff about SS1. I missed that season. I want to go back. Okay, now the final bad thing I was about was Fame Pass. And then like, the one big thing I have on the Fame Pass system, the new Fame Pass system, is the bonus rewards. By the way, I mentioned before how there's like 40 core rewards and like 60 bonus rewards most of the time. But the bonus rewards are literally just crown shards and alts of costumes. Like, again, like let's just go back to Fame Pass 1. Like, at like tier 7 and 8, you have the Pixel Pigeon, very bussin' skin. But then like tier 4 and tier 4 to 50, you have the Digidove, which is just the same thing but like bluer. It was still a very epic skin. I'm just throwing out an example, but most of them were too interesting. While some were like, it just like really depended. Like the variety of them was off the chart. Like some of them were like better than the original. Some were a couple were just like the same. Like I don't really care like which one I would have the original to alt, but some of them just like kind of sucked compared to the original. It's very weird. Like the Rose Rooters, it's just like cause. Wait, what was I gonna say? I just like that's the most random thing. And crown shards and bonus costume rewards are fine. That's it. I wish there was just more stuff like banners, nicknames, patterns, celebrations, like anything else to give more variety to the bonus rewards. It would be nice. The only time we ever got like any variety was during the Final Fantasy Fame Pass, where there were 2 extra nicknames you could get during the bonus rewards, and that's it. Like again, it is a good start. Just like please, and especially since again, like I mentioned before, like the variety of like the amount of cosmetics you could get is really like off the charts. Like, well, I'll go over it in the next section, but like still, just like it's just weird. But yeah, the bonus rewards bar could just really be expanded. It's just more like crowd shards and bonus costume ults. It would just be nice. But yeah, while this season had its fair share of issues, I still say it was still an enjoyable season. But I'll come up with my overall thoughts in a little bit later, as I want to go over a couple more things that might help me make my final decision. Now, again, while creative does kind of carry the season, and if it weren't for creative, it would probably be like one of the worst seasons ever, to be honest. But like, still, like, there's a lot of good stuff, a lot of meh stuff. But like, even still, it's just like there's like a lot of weird stuff. Not weird stuff, just like it's just like I don't know how to describe it. Just like a lot of conflicting and clashing things. But now I just want to go over a few nitpicks, methods, stuff that like just like really bug me for no reason, or just like stuff that like I wouldn't really call it like good to the season, but I wouldn't call it like a bad addition either. Yeah, these things essentially, just like mixed about, just like things that can be fixed later on, like really small anything, just like let's just move on to the section. Okay, like first let's just go stuff and creative. Like stuff and creative. Again, like I mentioned, there's a pretty good variety. There's like so much stuff I could add. Like again, there's like a good amount of stuff to like play around with. There's like enough days here have helped with this, but there still could be a couple of cool stuff that could be added, like new themes and modes, like survival and rising sun would be awesome to be creative. There's like like new obstacles and like there's like stuff in general just like would make it nice. Now again, maybe I would have put this in like the bad section, especially if this video were like made at launch, because again, like how there wasn't a whole bunch to do. But again, updates exist. But again, because updates to creative are coming consistently, so again, we shouldn't have to wait too long for this stuff to come. So again, eventually this issue will probably be fixed. Probably by like the end of 2024, I think we should have enough content in creative to last us. So yeah. But yeah, now let's move on to the next section, which is the lack of banners and nicknames in Fame Passes. Like, now it's weird how in these Fame Passes there's like only one banner and nickname, and it's only for like collabs of that pass, and that's it. The only exception is that there's only 2 exceptions. Like the Final Fantasy Fame Pass, like tons of banners and nicknames. But I think the only reason was because again, this was like an entirely collab Fame Pass. Like I'm pretty sure they were just running out of ideas. And even still, I guess it's better than nothing, even though it is collab. And the Halloween Fame Pass, the Halloween Fame Pass, yeah, the Trick or Yeet thing, whatever. Those have an original banner nickname, but that's it. The banners and nicknames or nameplates. It's all. I always get confused. I always get mixed up between banner and nameplate. I can't remember if it's nameplate or nickname. So I should correct me in the comments because I'm tired of either calling them banners or just tired of calling them nameplates. And this is quite a nitpick of mine because again, I really like name plates and nicknames. I think they're like really cool addition to Fall Guys. They like give a lot more customization. I don't know why, I just like really liked it. And it just sucks to see like only one for each of the clouds. That's it. And like I said, there were a lot more in the Final Fantasy Fame Patch, which is nice, but it feels like this is just used to flesh out the Fame Pass. I'm just recording my nose, but still, that's how it just feels. And again, we're so technically collab themes. It wasn't the Final Fantasy Fame Pass. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully, maybe like updated bonus rules, like I said about earlier, would really help with this. And that's what I mean too. I was really mention quickly again, like there's like the variety of like stuff you can get in the Fate Pass. It's like weird because it's like sometimes you can get like up to like 3 or 4 emotes, but then you can only get like one banner nickname and like one celebration. I think the most amount of like celebrations in Word of Fate Pass. So I think there's like 2 in the second Fate Pass. And that's something about it. Every other one is like only just had one celebration, which is fine. Like celebrations are cool. I would like to see at least like one more. Like it'd be one. That's fine. Like one or two. Yeah, it's like a bit more consistency. And yeah, manners and nicknames. I wish there'd be way more. Like honestly, I get like the. I would rather have like 2 emotes. And I would have like 2 of the emotes I don't really care about as much. Like be swapped out with like a better nickname. I'd actually really like. I mean, like I said, like mentioned about the bonus of a Fame Pass reward variety thing. I mentioned about that. Now that could help out with the thing. And yeah. Now let's move on to the next section, which is at quite a talking point. While I go on well about this. Oh my god, why is this video only over 40 minutes long? I have to record so much gameplay for this. Okay, anyways, just like, okay, I gotta speed through this. So, yeah, okay, I got so much stuff to go through. Okay, help. Yeah, alright. Okay, obstacles. Yes, obstacles exist. Okay. I know I'll mix up obstacles for this season. Only got the 2 new ones, one at launch and one in the updates. The Moonmaster are meh. At first, I despised them because they were the way to use their physics were weird. Again, like if you got too close to it when it boomed you, you'd be sitting almost like flying backwards. Like if you were usually something like it was annoying. I kind of wish it could have been like just like when you're on like the Moonmaster, not just like around it. Because it's always so annoying. Some levels do take advantage of this, like. Even so, it's just like an annoying physics thing. The physics of it are weird. Like again, like the momentum is like kind of weird sometimes. Like so settings are just like weird. Yeah, it's just like. Although eventually, even when I got more used to the physics, and overall I just thought they were just okay, just in general. Even when you get physics, I just started kind of like them a little more, but not as much. It just doesn't feel like drums. We have to wait for them to bounce you up. And sometimes I have more power and reach the drums, but even still, just feels like not as inspired as it should have. Now, again, it's like Blue Blasters usually just like kind of meh. I mean, now they're just okay. They're like fine. I can live with them as long as the physics don't act up on me, which happens sometimes, but like it's usually more times than not. Where like the Blue Blasters function like they usually should. Now, bounce boards. I just realized that both the new SS4 obstacles like related to like bouncing you up. Anyways, that was weird that way. Bounce boards are where you have to use other beans, other fellow beans, or killable blocks to propel you up high into the air to get it's like your next location or whatever. They kind of look like miniature seesaws, and are a pretty cool idea. But I feel like they only work in co-op levels, as when you in solo play, they feel more clunky with the blocks, and you can like barely get high with it was like one normal walk. Also, block plus bounce board combo can cost a lot of budget, and it's just like it's just like they're definitely more designed for co-op levels. This game kind of use other beats, and again, they are pretty fun to use. Just like overall, they're just fine. I could take a look up. They're pretty cool. Just kind of okay. God, I thought somebody was behind me. Okay, I'm starting to get really delusional from like 40 minutes of recording this. Like, I thought somebody would like jump scare behind me, but I think it's just my chair. God, okay, I'm getting like okay. What was I saying? Yes, about sports again. They're fine, I suppose. Again, like obstacles overall. Again, these are just both okay. I prefer to put them in the meh section. They were just fine, like nothing too crazy, but like I feel like I could live with them. Now, the final thing I want to mention is the story / lore. Now, besides in the beginning of the season, there was pretty much like little to no lore throughout the time. Even this new era of Fall Guys, there was like still no new lore. Like how like you got this creative thing, and now how like now things work. It's weird. Now, this isn't the biggest deal in the world because Ubeantopia doesn't need to lore up us all the time. Maybe they're just like taking a break from the lore. And how does you when lore isn't like in story isn't like even like the biggest forefront in Fall Guys? Unlike something like Fortnite, like I think like there like the lore is like a little more more of a forefront compared to like some other stuff. Like I don't know. I mean, but hopefully we'll get more stories soon, even without new seasons. Yeah. Even without new seasons, though, again, maybe in events. Like, events, I think, would definitely help. Like, again, if they could get events good, like, again, I can still do, like, trailers and stuff. To events, Laura, do, like, events. Yeah, hopefully the story and lore of Fall Guys will continue in a good way, you know? Like, hopefully it just won't be, like, abandoned all of a sudden. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. Now I mentioned, like, one of, like, 30 minutes of, like, a bunch of stuff about Fall Guys. The good, the okay, and the bad. But now, I want to go over an important topic. I probably should have been discussed a bit more by now at this point. Like, the new era of Fall Guys has been out for, like a month or two, but, like, I don't think I've really seen, like, anybody discuss this as much. But, like, the SS4 was way more important than we thought. There's, like, a few stuff in it that seemed a bit suspicious in the game that makes a whole lot more sense now. I'll explain it in a bit for this section. You have the notes I have on it, but, like, yeah, let's just get on to the section. Now, with the future of Fall Guys not having any more seasons, this makes SS4 the last Fall Guys season, like I mentioned in the intro. And while this is definitely not the best season when you look back at it, you can see how the season shaped the future of Fall Guys. Things like creative, the new famous system, and more quantity of levels, but the remaining creative, started this. We didn't realize this at the time, since the season was so different compared to the more usual Fall Guys season. It was susceptible to change. It was so easy for it to move into the next era, and the developers saw this chance, hopefully for the better. The new era of Fall Guys was beginning, we didn't realize it. This is why the season was so important, as this is the last time we experienced Fall Guys season in its more traditional form of seasons. Now we've tried to enjoy it more, even with some of the negatives, because we will most likely never get a Fall Guys season ever. Hopefully this new area with more packed updates and better communication will be just as good or even better than the seasonal system. But we'll have to wait and see. Mediatonic, please don't screw this up. Because, like, again, like, this is, like, just, like, important. Because, like, SS4, like, really shaped Fall Guys. I don't think we realized, like, how different the season actually really was with the new level system and everything. If people thought, like, Fall Guys was changing a bit, like, you didn't realize it was, like, that gradual of a change. Like, SS4 is having, like, a bit more of an oddball, like, in terms of, like, usual season tropes. It could change. It really, yeah, it was, like, so easy to, like, mold and change. And Fall Guys decided to take the risk. I was like, hopefully for the better with, you know, the whole more packed update stuff. Well, without the season things, and yeah, this has definitely had big potential to be the best Fall Guys season, like, with, like, creative and all. I feel again, like, literally, like, SS2 and SS3, like, SS2, at first, it could have had potential to be the best, to be better than, Fall Guys SS1, in my opinion, but it did do a few things that ended just, like, kind of screwed over, but it was still a really good season. SS3, everybody knew it was not that great, again, including myself, like, honestly, if I were playing, like, during SS3, I think I might have not have, like, played the game as often, but I might have even stopped playing the game for, like, how, like, not as good as it was compared to, like, SS1, SS2, even SS4, like, you know, the worst free-for-all season. I don't even want to touch on Legacy season, because I've not played a single Legacy season. I wish I could have. I technically could have played a Legacy season, like, started playing Legacy Season 1. But, that's a long story, because this video is, like, almost 45 minutes. And I'm almost done, so, like, man, just, like, this season, again, is, like, so important, because, like, it definitely did have its flaws. It definitely does, but it also was fun, too. I kind of wish, I had one wish for the season. I kind of wish that this season, like, people, like, didn't really, like, stop hating on it so much, because I think maybe people wouldn't be, like, no negative if they would have done this would have been, like, the last season of Fall Guys. Like, again, like, the last time we ever see, like, you know, traditional Fall Guys. Maybe people would have appreciated more, like, tried to enjoy it, like, more than I could have. And, you know, again, it wasn't great. It was nice while it lasted. But again, you know, it was kind of unpredictable. Again, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes of Ubeantopia, so, like, yeah. This season was still pretty important. Now that I think about it again, it's, like, very important. Like, the other most important Fall Guys season was awesome. Important Fall Guys season with SS1 is even more important as, like, leagues. It's, like, so much, like a, you know, like a brimming potential future for Fall Guys. And hopefully it'll be really good. I'm really hoping the game will be, like, as good as it can be. But, like, we still have to appreciate, you know, like, all the old things that will help us lead to this. And then SS4 is definitely, like, a build-up. You know, like, allowed us to, you know, like, experience, like, what was going to be like for the future. Hopefully it treated us well. But anyways, now I would like to end the analysis like that with that beautiful, heartfelt speech that I did in like 10 minutes or something. I don't know. I'm tired. Help. Among Us. Fall Guys. Help. I'm having an aneurysm. Anyways. But the only thing is, I still want to assess my overall opinion of the season. And the whole point of this video, the big SS4 researcher, was like to come up with a concrete conclusion, because like ever since like the season kind of like started, like I never really come up with like a concrete conclusion of SS4, like what's it better than SS2, like SS3, like just like, you know, like I never could come up with like a concrete conclusion. Now this is what I'm finally gonna do. Yeah, whether this is important, whether the season is important or not, like just based on like raw like goodness and badness. Let's just get into it. My final thoughts: is this season good, mid, or just plain bad? Honestly, so overall, how did this season perform compared to others? It did have some positives like creative, an interesting thing, good music, and other things. Some tiny nitpicks were never my issues, like new obstacles and like little to no story, but some bad things that negatively impacted the season, like the new level system, events, and the creative discovery section. Overall, with all the stuff mentioned, I'd say SS4 overall still a pretty solid season. Many cool and great things packed in here. There were just a few glaring issues that impacted the enjoyment of the season. I still say SS1, SS2 are probably most of the legacy seasons. Again, I don't know. We'll start playing SS1 is better than SS4, like objectively. And those are still great seasons, especially SS1. Again, I miss it so much. But I can say with confidence that this season was way better than how mid SS3 was, and probably at least one of the legacy seasons. Like I said, I never played them. Probably like even like I remember that legacy season 5 and 6 were kind of that crazy. It's probably maybe better than one of those two. I don't know. Like I said, I need the epic professional OG Fall Guy players in the comments below to like I might note this. Like I say with comments, this season was no, I was reading the notes. Like I said, I'm having an aneurysm. Help! I mean, oh, okay. Okay, SS4 ended off the Fall Guys season on pretty solid notes. I mean, hey, could have ended off on a way worse note. It could have been way better, but it could have been way worse. Whether how important and how it molded us or not. Again, that's just how it is. Again, people do have their own opinion. Maybe people think this is like the best season ever. Maybe people think that like this season sucks. But like still, like this is like from an objective standpoint, from like overall like opinions on people, unless like overall just like objective opinion. I don't know. It's like weird. I don't know how to describe it. Like yeah, people can have their opinion. Like people can say like this is the best season. People can say this is the worst season. But like from an objective standpoint, like all this stuff, that's the conclusion that yes, SS4 is still pretty solid. I did like it, especially not knowing how important the season was. You know, fun, and important is what I like to call it. That's pretty much like the tagline of the season. Creative instruction. Fun, and important. Yeah. Okay, now this is the outro time. Yay. Okay, I have gone over like 3 pages of notes in the span of 50 minutes. And I feel okay. Like I got all my thoughts down on what to do. Yeah, I still have so much to do for this video. I gotta like record gameplay, edit it, do the thumbnail. There's like so much stuff to do. I don't know how long this is gonna take. The video's definitely gonna get delayed or something. Like I don't think I even like do a release date as of like recording this. I don't know. Maybe future videos like already like teased it or something. I don't know. But like yeah, that was my retrospective. Please subscribe and like. Or like and subscribe. I see I'm having a big aneurysm because like it was tiring. It was still fun to talk to you all, just like about like my thoughts about SS4 season. Just like it was a lot. The video was like 50 minutes. 50 like not exactly 50 minutes. Probably by the time I edit, it's gonna be like 50 minutes long. And this is like now the longest video on my channel. Yeah, like please like and subscribe. It will like really help on my channel and stuff. But yeah, usually but thanks for watching all the way. If you watch like through like all 50 minutes of this video, you are either like a very epic fan of the channel or like a really epic person. So, good job to you. Well, kudos to you for watching the video. Get it because kudos is in Fall Guys. Yeah, I'm funny. Yeah, yes, I'm a very funny and original man. Okay, I don't have much else to say, but yeah, this is the outro. I'm now going to go take a drink and do stuff that hope maybe I'm gonna take a break from this. So I have no idea when this video is gonna come out, but like again, like just like things, just like listening to all my rambling for the past 50 minutes about like SS4. It's definitely one of the most interesting seasons to talk about. I could talk about it like all day. Now I actually have me do an SS1 retrospective. Oh boy, we'd be here for hours. Yeah, I don't have much else to say. Like I said, like and subscribe. Just like should check out my Twitter. It'll be linked in the description too. Yes, I have a Twitter with stuff, with very interesting Despicable Gru lore. Yes. Now the video's reached the 50-minute mark. I should go now. I don't know what else to say, but maybe yeah. I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye.